يا من يرى يا من يرى مد البعوض جناحها.
قال الإمام ابن القيم أيضا: وقد عجبت من كثير ممن يستطيع حفظ جوارحه عن كثير من المحرمات ولا يقوى على حفظ لسانه ساعة من الوقوع في أعراض الناس. He said, I was surprised with so many people I met in my life. They have the capability, they were able to control their sins, not to do so many sins in their life, and not to commit sins, and they have control over their other sins. But the tongue, they cannot have a control over it. They cannot have control over their tongue. Very hard for them to control their tongues, but very easy for them to control themselves from doing such sins like adultery or stealing or whatever. But when it comes to the tongue, you will see. He mentioned also that he have seen religious people who are doing a lot of good in their life, but they have no control over their mouth or their tongue. Therefore, Mu'adh radiallahu anhu, when the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam once was walking with him, Mu'adh wanted to know what is the pillar of Islam or the main obligations on Islam. Then the Prophet started mentioning them to him. Then he said in the end, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, to summarize everything and to give him the tool. With it, he will be able to do all the obligations and all the recommended act of worship in Islam. What's the key? What's the access gate to all of this goodness? You know what he said? قال ألا أدلك على ملاك هذا الأمر كله. You want me to tell you how we'll be able to achieve all of this? قال صلى الله عليه وسلم كف عليك هذا. Have control over this. وأمسك بلسان نفسه. And he held his own tongue صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. قال معاذ يا رسول الله أو إنا لمؤاخذون بما نقول. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask us about everything we say. Sure, Mu'adh realized the dangers of the tongue, no doubt, but he couldn't imagine how serious this tongue can, the consequences of the action of this tongue. He said, every single thing we're saying will be held account for. He said, yes, يا معاذ ثكلتك أمك يا معاذ توبيخ أن مثلك يسأل هذا. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said, what do you think will lead most of the people to the hellfire? What do you think will lead them to the hellfire? Their tongues. Their tongues will lead them to the hellfire. قال صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم في الحديث الصحيح أيضا قال أكثر ما يدخل الناس النار الفم والفرج وأكثر ما يدخل الناس الجنة التقوى وحسن الخلق من حديث عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله عنه. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said, two things will lead most of the people to the hellfire, and two things will lead most of the people to the paradise. The first evil two things, or the thing will lead the person to the hellfire, the tongue and the farj, the private part. And the two things will lead people to Jannah: taqwa Allah, fearing Allah, and the good manners. The tongue is a very serious part of your body, a very dangerous thing. You have to watch and you have to fight it, as you will hear inshallah in this lecture. And you have to make jihad, struggle against your tongue until you will have control over it, which is the hardest part, my brothers and sisters.